We're here with Troy Bailey, who's the Senior Director for Enterprise and Data Center Networking for LSI. Troy, we're here at the AIS 2013 conference, and the whole world is talking about all of the massive data that we're using. What's driving that?
You and I and everybody else that are finding really great applications for data, whether it's on your computer, on your internet, surfing at home, watching videos, doing something on your smartphone. One of the big themes of the conference is this huge amount of data that's traversing the network. And it's driven by all these great applications that we all love and continue to use, but it's causing the traffic to grow faster than the networks are. So it's really starting to get to an overload situation that we have to figure out ways to manage.
And part of the opening speech was around the hope and the possibility for taking all this data and doing even more with it. Tell me a little bit about that.
Historically, data networks, when there was ample bandwidth, their focus was to get a packet of information from point A to point B. Typically that was a server providing information to a client, say your desktop or your laptop computer. And when there's ample bandwidth, just getting the data there is the important thing. Now we've gotten to a point where there isn't ample bandwidth, and there's more data that can traverse the network in a quick and efficient manner. And so we have to be a little bit smarter about what the network does to make sure that we get the data you need when you need it in the right priority.
And so as you're doing this, you have the possibility of receiving and passing through all these data. What's the technology that's going on that's making this happen?
Well, fundamentally, the data is moving from your device, whether it's your smartphone, your laptop, into a switch that connects you to the network, and then into a router that's getting your information to that place, probably in a data center where you're getting your information from or sending your information to, whether you're watching a video or even just making a phone call over the data network. That's the equipment that's managing that, and that's where we need to find new technologies and new applications to handle this huge amount of data traffic.
Tell me a little bit more about the technology and how complex what we are taking for granted now in our world is really becoming.
Well, I think the complexity comes in having to make decisions about the data, not just move it. For one example of one of the applications that's increasing this data traffic is video. You want to watch a video. If that video is a video conference where I'm talking to one of my customers, that's very important to me, that be delivered on time without a lot of skips and delays. And while I'm doing that, I probably don't care if my email waits a few minutes to get to my inbox. However, if that video is just me downloading a movie that I'm going to watch on the plane, my email is probably the higher priority. So understanding the data that the network is carrying, for the network to really be aware of the function of that data and make the right decisions for me, the user, and optimize how it delivers data to me under various different situations is a new problem. And it's one that takes a lot more intelligence within the network. So all of those pieces of equipment that move the data around, rather than just rushing the packet in and out and getting it to where it needs to go, they need to be smart about it. They need to understand what that data is and be able to make decisions at each point along the network to get me that optimal network service.